So we back with another video. Season 2 just dropped. Now, we already went over the patch notes. We're going to go over some of the season rewards. But for the most part, today we will be giving you guys the best animations for everything in NBA 2K25. We're going to be going over if there's any new crazy animations before we get into all that. Y'all do want more of these, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. All that good stuff out the way. Let's hop into it. Alright, hopping straight into it, no talking. Ain't looked at the season rewards. I know of one reward that's a big deal, but haven't really seen anything else. They kind of even just spoil a little bit of what I've already known. They showing us some My Team stuff. We don't care about that. We're just gonna continue the regular. We don't care about that. But yeah, if you get all this Pro Pass, Hall of Fame pass, you can get all this extra stuff. Let's lock into it. Now, when it comes to all the new stuff, hey, by the way, how do y'all feel about 2K actually adding DLC? I think that's kind of a stupid idea. I think they could have they pretty much should have just dropped that game on its own, but now you have to have 2K and have to buy that to even play that. So I feel like they kind of trolled that, but shout out to 2K, you know what I'm saying? If they know how to do anything, they make money, I guess. So shout out to them. But yeah, let's hop into these rewards. Now, My Team and the city stuff is pretty much linked, but you also get stuff like the team emotes and stuff like that in premium now. So let's keep it going. So you get a Gravity Ball t-shirt, you get a team emote, My Court, 2,500 VC, nothing crazy so far. A ball trail, banners, a Halliburton shirt. Okay, a green release, a Kaleidoscope green release. Okay, you get some new accessory boosts, but these actually don't look as bad as the season 1 one, I guess. So I guess it actually looks wearable. You actually get a mascot at level 9. I don't remember if that was a season 1 thing, but you get a mascot at level 9. So that's interesting. Literally, 2K is giving us a participation badge perk. So that's interesting. So we're getting participation awards over here now. Emotes package 1, zombie eyes. So we got zombie eyes, I guess. Go-karts at level 14. So for the people that didn't get to get it, that week 1, you get it now there. Tier 2 max. Oh, I forgot you got to get these back. So your max badge plus 1 is at 15 and 30 again. You got to get that back. I forgot all about that, to be honest, that you even had to earn that because I had that so early. Nike sleeveless shirts actually look kind of solid. I ain't gonna cap. Stuff the Magic Dragon Orlando Magic mascot. So you got the Cavs and the Magic mascot. Media Day hairstyle. So you got the Jimmy Butler hairstyle. Participation badge perk for tier 1. So I guess that's it's pretty much the synergy for this season. So okay. Max badge plus 1 for the tier 1. So you got it at 15 and 30. Like I said, you get the Denver Nuggets mascot. So you really get more mascots if you buy the paid part. So that's interesting. Two-way V5, 2K, and Jamal Murray. So I guess these are the Jamal Murrays. I don't know if that's New Balance or Two-way is the brand. I'm really confused by that one. But let's keep it moving. LeBron James. Ooh, that LeBron James mural actually not that bad, or whatever it's called. Banner, not that bad. Badge elevators. So they do have elevators coming back. I thought that wasn't even gonna be in the season, but they are bringing badge elevators again. I thought they was getting rid of it because what's gonna be the top reward, and then at number, or at not number, but level 40, you get a +1 cat breaker. So yeah, that's the season. I don't really know how I feel about the season because of the rap, but yeah, let's keep it moving. All right, now when it comes to the animations, let's see what's the new animations. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be Jamal Murray stuff like last year. If it is, I didn't see it. Maybe because I went too fast, but I didn't see it. And it said it was something gonna be new here. So maybe that's my bad. Oh, what did it show off? But yeah, I didn't see it. If I was supposed to see it, I didn't see it. I'm going the wrong way. We went to show all Jamal Murray. Dang, it's a lot of names, bro. Still ain't Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray. Okay, Jamal Murray. I don't know if this was already in the game, but you have to have an 88 plus 3 ball to be able to get this. So I guess that's why I wasn't able to see it. And you have to be under 6'5". Don't look like a bad jump shot, but there is no way to signify that was in the season. I wouldn't know if anything else is new because they don't have a little season 2 like they usually do. I'm guessing they're gonna have a Jamal Murray free throw, go-to shot. Some people was trying to tell me that the Jamal Murray go-to shot was pretty solid, so I'm gonna just. Okay, so it shows it right here for the season 2 release. So Jamal Murray, that's now in the game. A lot of people's hyping this up. So yeah, dribble pull-up. I'm pretty sure Jamal Murray has a dribble pull-up. Let's see. Yeah, Jamal Murray dribble pull-up. Let's see what it looked like. Don't really look like a good front fade. Does it look like a good fade at all though? No. Spin jumper. Let's see if the Jamal Murray spin jumper looks solid. Spin jumper don't look that bad. I ain't gonna lie. Spin jumper actually looks solid. Let's see the hop jumper. Let's see the hop jumper. It was like the first hop jumper that we was able to see in the trailer, by the way. So it was actually cool. Oh, no, that got space. That gets space. His hop jumper looks solid. I'm not gonna lie. Motion style. I'm not looking at that. Playmaking moves, dribble styles. I'm guessing there's gonna be a Jamal Murray dribble style, so that's gonna be something we can test, I guess, to see if it's actually good. I doubt it's crazy, but I guess it's something we can see if it's good or not. Signature size up. Let's see, Jamal Murray. I actually liked his signature size up last year, so that's interesting. We can add that now. Jamal Murray. I don't really like the fact that all his moves are under 6'5", and he's like 6'5", I believe, but I could be wrong. But yeah, we got Jamal Murray there. So pretty much all new animations for Jamal Murray. Don't know how much this is going to be included in this video in terms of being one of the best animations in the game. His aggressive breakdown combo actually looked pretty solid, but for the most part, like I said, I don't know how much of this is going to be included in this video. Oh, his crossover looks solid. I'm not going to lie. His crossover actually looks solid. Oh, behind the back. Oh, I know they patched this from last year though, so it's not going to be that good. Yeah, they completely destroyed his explosive behind the back. Jamal Murray spin. Hesitation. He don't even have a step back, a moving step back. So that was the one thing I thought he maybe would have something good, and that he don't have one. I guess we can look at the new jump shot celebration. Head tap, John Wall, Salsa, King. Some of this don't feel like it's new, but hey, that's the new animations. That's the season rewards. You already know what else that's left. Let's hop into it. All right, so next is going to be the layup style. When it comes to the layup packages, the best layup package in the game, in my opinion, the best ones for guards, I would probably have to say Kyrie Irving and where is he at? Malik Monk. Those are the two best ones I probably like. In the comments down below, people be saying Trae Young. So I guess that's the popular one. Another solid one I actually did like was De'Aaron Fox. When it came to swings, I didn't test as many layups, but I do think Kobe is solid. The one I liked a lot was definitely LeBron, MJ, Levine, but for the most part, those are the ones I personally would probably recommend. And then when it comes to the bigs, the best one in the game, in my opinion, I probably have to say is the Giannis. With how cheap it is, I don't really think you even gotta test really any of the other ones that you get for bigs either. So those are the best layer packages in the game, in my opinion. Next is the motion style. Motion style, I'm gonna be honest, the best motion styles in the game, I would probably have to say Alex Caruso, Jalen Suggs, Drew Eubanks, and Anthony Davis. Not nothing complicated. Jalen Suggs, in my opinion, is the fastest one in the game. Drew Eubanks is what I personally use on bigs in the game. Comments down below had let me know that the best one for bigs was actually Anthony Davis. So if you want to test out both of those to see which one better for you, go ahead, do that. And then when it came to guards, I also do like Alex Caruso. So that's what I'm just saying there. All right, now when it comes to the best dunk packages. Now when it comes to the best dunk packages, it does all depend on what like you have on your build. So when it comes to like the lower ratings, you got the stuff like Manu, the stuff like CJ McCollum, the stuff like Klay Thompson that you can put on. Those are really, you just kind of got like the rim grazer, the basics to put on. At that point, I probably would say, if I had to do that, I would probably just go basic one-handers off 2 and basic one-handers off 1 and basic two-handers off 1. Now, if you can go a little bit higher, at that point, I would probably go athletic hangs off 1. To be real, that's what I would do. And then for one-handers, I would probably go athletic one-handers off 1. If you can go a little bit higher again, then I'll probably start putting on the sidearm tomahawks. You know what I'm saying? I think those are the best two hands I just said, though. These right here, the athletic one hand, or hangs off one. Those are the best two-handers, but if you can get a little bit higher, you can start putting on these. But I know a lot of people don't like back scratchers, so if you really want to choose between this one and this one, I probably would recommend this more if you don't like back scratchers. So that's what I'll say, because this is fast. It got like the limitless takeoff dunks and stuff like that. So that's what I'll say. But for more of these NBA player packages, the reason why we kind of went over those first, because those are cheaper, so more people will be able to get them. But then after that, for guards, Malik Monk. Another one I would probably say for guards is Russell Westbrook, but you're either putting on, because you can put on both, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. But yeah, Malik Monk and Russell Westbrook probably the best two for guards. Then I would say for swings, you got stuff like LeBron. You can actually put on Russell Westbrook if you're a swing. You can do it if you're under 6'10". LeBron is another solid one. Giannis is a solid one. Ben Simmons is a solid one. If you're big, you can put on LeBron again. You can put on Giannis again. You can put on Ben Simmons. When it comes to these standing dunks, I like two hands for safety. Two hand under basket regular. I like to put on the rim pulls. Whether if that's the pro, that's what I'm doing. Simple as that. I don't put on the elites. I don't put on the athletics. I want my joint to be as simple as possible. If it's the contact dunks, if I get pro, elite, small, off one, off two, I put them all on. Now, I'm going to be honest. If I have a 99 driving dunk build like I've shown you guys on the channel, I'm really just going to be putting on the 99, 90 plus, the 96, 82 plus, because I'm going to be honest. With them making it that much higher, I'm gonna get what I paid for. If I get a contact dunk, I'm gonna get one of these. I can get these pro contact dunks on a pro contact dunk build that I don't have the elites on. So that's my thought process there, because especially with the dunk meter and stuff like that, I'm gonna get my money's worth. Especially with how frustrating dunking can be on this game sometimes, with people taking you out of dunks with steals and stuff like that. People just fouling you in midair and stuff like that, taking you out of animations and stuff like that. If I pull it off, I'm gonna get it every single time. That's just what it is there. Contact dunks for standing, you gonna put all these on, as simple as that, so that you can get more of these. I don't really like the dunk meter with standing, because it's way faster than it is for driving. So that's my piece there. Then when it comes to the alley-oops, I'm putting on the elites. Zion's pro is really more so for bigs and locks. So if you really want to do standing lobs, put on pro. Contact alley-oops, more than even if you wasn't doing it for the bigs, where you putting all these on. Even if you was putting all these on, you're definitely putting all these on for the contact alley-oops, because of the fact that when people are jumping at you, they can literally take you out the animations. What you want to do is, with the contact alley-oops, put people in animations so that they cannot jump on you and take you out of animations. So yeah, the contact alley-oops is pretty much the best way to do oops in general this year, and in my opinion, is very good. Now, oops is not OP crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, being able to do self alleys are really crazy. And the more contact alley-oops you actually have, you know what I'm saying, the more you can do with any of that type of stuff when it comes to self lobs, people throwing you lobs, and yeah, that's just really what it is. By the way, like the video if y'all do want a contact dunk tutorial. That could drop, just let me know. All right, next is going to be the pass styles. Now, when it comes to the pass styles, dribble animations, let's hop into it. Pass styles, like I said in a couple of these videos, I don't really care about too much in between the Nunn and Tyrese Halliburton. I've been trying out the LaMelo a little bit lately, so LaMelo is actually solid for an in-between if you want to throw something on. But in my opinion, if you're doing a pass accuracy for a pass style, 89, that's what I would do. 85, I guess, for bailout, but 89 is what I would do. 85 is the only thing I would even consider in between 78 and 89, to be honest, because you get the Versatile Visionary at 78, you get the Versatile Visionary Silver at 89, and you get Halle. So that's just what it is. 82, you could get the Dimer. 85, you get like bailout, but yeah, I think you're going Halle or none. Now, like I said, you could use LaMelo. That's another solid one. I think some people actually like LeBron on this game. Me personally, I didn't really like it when I tried it, but to each his own. Ja Morant is a really solid, cheap one, but like I said, when you don't have to have anything for none, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's just what I say for the pass styles. Next is the dribble styles. Now, when it comes to dribble styles, I think Jamal Murray had a new dribble style, so haven't really been able to test this one out, I'm not gonna lie. But in my opinion, the best one in the game, swings, guards, Actually, the best one in the game for guards is actually Kyrie Irving. If you can get a 94 plus speed with ball, Kyrie Irving. Also, De'Aaron Fox has the dribble style. If you're a starter 4, De'Aaron Fox. But if you can't get either one of those, DeJounte Murray, in my opinion, is the best one in the game. It's the fastest one in the game. If you can't get either one of those. So you can use this on swings. You can use this on guards. So 86 speed with ball is what you need for gold. What's it called? And you get DeJounte Murray, which is also one of the best ones in the game. For 94, that's what you need for Lightning Launch Legend. And you also just happen to get Kyrie Irving. So that's just what it is. Some other solid ones is D-Book. Darius Garland is like the meta guard one that a lot of people are using. But like I said, I'm just personally going D-Fox, Kyrie Irving, DeJounte Murray. And then after that, you get to a whole different tier. I think Zion Williamson is really, really good. The only thing is you have to be at least 6'5". So, yeah. That's what I would personally recommend for the dribble styles on NBA 2K25. If you're a small guard and you don't have an 86 plus speed or ball, I don't know what you made. But that joint has to be terrible. I'm sorry, it has to be. All right, next is the signature size up. Signature size up, I'm not going to lie. Steve Francis, Trae Young, I'm not going to lie. These are the best ones in the game by far. Those are the 2 best ones in the game by far. Derrick Rose is really, really good if you have that 87 and you just waiting your time to be able to get that +5 to go up to 92. Trae Young is just such a gap in terms of how much better it is. It's not even really debatable. So yeah, but if you're a swing, I don't really like the ones that you really get for swings this year. So Drew Holiday, okay, you know what I'm saying? Cade Cunningham, Penny Hardaway, Chase McGrady, Jalen. I don't even think you can even use Jalen Suggs. Oh, Jalen Suggs not even in the game yet, so yeah. Yeah, I just don't really like a lot of the ones that you get for swings. Bigs, again, I don't really like a lot of ones that you get for bigs, but you don't even have that higher rating, so it doesn't hurt as much. But Ben Simmons, that's the one I personally would probably recommend for the bigs out there. Regular breakdown combo. When it comes to the regular breakdown combo, in my opinion, the best one in the game is Rafer Alston. Simple as that. If you're not putting on Rafer Alston, I think Jalen Green is actually very good as well. If you're not putting on that, I would probably say, yeah, I would probably just say put on Jalen Green. Simple as that. Next is the aggressive breakdown combo. I don't like the aggressive breakdown combo as much as I like the regular breakdown combo because I like Rafer Alston and Jalen Green more than any of these. But I will say the one that I do actually use for this one, where is he at? Scoot Henderson. The only thing is you only can use this on small guards. So yeah. Another one I guess you could use is Kevin Durant. But like I said, I'm not really high on this. I know a lot of people love to use MJ. So I guess I'll throw that in the video for right here. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'll say for that. Escape moves. Escape moves, it really is important. Now, it's kind of similar to like the signature size up. When you get that +5, it does take a jump when you're a small guard. Curry is the best one in the game. Simple as that. Curry is the best one in the game. I really don't know if Trae Young is a starter 4, but if it is, that's probably another one of the best ones in the game. Chris Paul is solid. James Harden is solid. Kyrie Irving is one of the best ones in the game. Damian Lillard is one of the best ones in the game. For swings, you got the stuff like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? You got the stuff like Zach LaVine. But yeah, for the most part, those are the ones I personally would recommend. For bigs, you got Kevin Durant. And yeah, that's the best escape moves in the game. Simple as that, to be honest with you. Simple as that. De'Aaron Fox is another one, but yeah, simple as that. Escape moves, this is just combos. Like, this is just combos. This is gonna be really a preference type deal. I think Steph Curry, Devin Booker, James Harden, those are the 3 best ones I've used on this game from preference in terms of what I liked. There are some other ones you can definitely look at, but those are the 3 best ones I've personally liked. Kevin Durant and Pro are are good ones that you can use if you're big, I guess. But yeah, crossover. When it comes to the best crossover, in my opinion, in the game, I think De'Aaron Fox is the one that you get at starter 4 that people like to use. So I guess De'Aaron Fox is one. When it comes to what I like for before you get De'Aaron Fox, I guess like the Zach LaVine, the Luka Doncic are 2. When it comes to swings, I like using Paul George. If you're a small guard, Kyrie Irving, Trae Young are also very nice. And then when it comes to bigs, I probably would have to say like Kevin Durant and Pro. Simple as that. Not much you can really even talk about for bigs, to be honest. You don't really get that much. Next is behind the back. Behind the back is very simple. Either you're putting on Trae Young if you're a small guard, because it has the best, like, I guess, explosive behind the back. You're putting on, what's his name, Kawhi Leonard if you're a big guard, because it has that same behind the back. And then when it comes to bigs, you're putting on normal, in my opinion. I think that's the best one for bigs. Simple as that. Let's keep it moving. Next is the spin. Spin, I don't do a lot of. They took out the little crazy glitchy spin. You can still do spin backs, but I mean, they not as good, in my opinion, as they were before. They're still solid, but they're not as, I guess, fun to use because they don't look as crazy. But spin, Penny Hardaway, I guess is the one I would personally recommend. If you can't do Penny Hardaway, I guess you can go Kevin Durant, and that's what I'll leave it at. Next is the hesitation. Ja Morant is the by far best one in the game. It's not even really close. I guess you can say Ja Morant as well for the spin. But yeah, Ja Morant is the best one in the game, hands down. If you're not getting Ja, you're not really getting much. So I would just say normal after that. It doesn't really matter for me. I don't really like the hezzy that you get outside of Ja, personally. And then next is the step back. Step back, it really does depend on what you want to play like. Luka and Levine, very good. Halliburton and Trae, really good for taking ankles. But the one I actually been using lately, kind of underrated one, is Devin Booker. I really do like Devin Booker. So yeah, this is the one I've been using. And then triple threat style actually is Michael Jordan. I'm happy that they got it in the game. You don't have to grind for it. Off the rip, you can have it. Any build, it doesn't matter. Michael Jordan. All right, now we get into the shooting animations. I was gonna start with the go-to shots, so let's go to the free throw. Best free throws in the game. For my guards, my swings, I use Anthony Edwards. For my big, I use Kevin Durant. If you guys got any other stuff that's better in the comments, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired of missing on really with high free throws. I be making and greening a lot, that's why I use them. But when I do white, even if it's a high rating, it'll still miss. And that RNG aspect is very, very bad in this game. So if you got something that's crazy, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Go-to shots. I think Jamal Murray, the one that they just added, is going to be very, very good. Pretty much anything that's moving forward is going to be pretty solid. So stuff like DeMar DeRozan, Jimmy Butler, Jalen Suggs, Stephen Curry are all pretty solid. I think Kevin Durant for bigs, Paul George, all pretty solid. I'm not really a go-to shot guy, but I will say go-to shots is something that I think 2K should have looked at, because you can't bump them. I don't like the fact that you can be getting bumped and just go into a go-to shot, and you can dribble out of a go-to shot to get you something. Bro, go-to shots are very crazy this year. So yeah, go-to shots are very crazy. I'm gonna incorporate this into my game. We in season 2, and I still ain't really tried too much. Being kind of hard-headed there, but I ain't gonna lie. Let's keep it moving. Next is the dribble pull-up. I'm not gonna lie, dribble pull-up, you either use a normal 2, pro 2. Guards, you also got stuff like Curry, Cam Thomas. Swings, you got stuff like Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant. Bigs, you got stuff like Kevin Durant. But in my opinion, you're using normal 2, pro 2. I think those are the 2 best ones in the game, personally. Next is the spin jumper. When it comes to the spin jumper, I like using pro. That's the best one in the game to me. De'Aaron Fox is actually solid. Looking at the Jamal Murray that we got, Jamal Murray actually looks solid. I'm not gonna lie though, when it comes to swings, I don't really like a lot of the ones that you actually get for swings, to be honest. Chris Middleton is not horrible, but it has some. I don't like the ones that have like that little hitch animation. Devin Vassell is actually really solid. Actually, let me not mess that one up. Devin Vassell is actually really solid for swings, so if you want to put that on, that's cool. Bigs, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like any of these for bigs. So yeah, I just say put on normal at that point. So yeah, those are the spin jumpers I personally recommend. Hop jumper, Kyle Lowry is really good. I think Jamal Murray actually looked pretty solid. Jordan Clarkson got nerfed. I think Harden is still one of the best ones in the game. Dirk Nowitzki is good for bigs. Jokic is really good for bigs. Trae Young is really solid if you're a guard. Trying to think, did I even go over any swings? Yeah, Harden is one I would personally say for swings that's really solid. They nerfed Clarkson, but it's still okay. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, those are the hop jumpers I personally recommend. You can kind of pair hop jumpers with drill moves because there's some that's really good for speed boost and some that's really good for comboing, some that's really good for shooting off of. It really depends on how you want to use them, but it kind of similar to go-to shots. You can use these to get out of bumps and stuff like that, and it can be very useful for stuff like that. So if you're an ISO guy, hop jumpers need to be put into your game for sure. All right, so let's hop into it. Last but not least is the jump shots. We're going to go over guards, we're going to go over swings, we're going to go over bigs. Let's hop into it. So when it comes to the best guard jump shots, Cam Thomas base, Luka Doncic, Oscar Robertson. You also could go Brandon Podziemski as the second base. Darius Garland's another good base, or not base, release one. Curry's another release one. I like Luka Doncic. I like Brandon Podziemski as my two best ones for the guards. But Cam Thomas, I'm back on the Cam Thomas wave with this new update with them making shooting when open just drastically easier. So that's what I'll say there. I really wasn't messing with it as much, but yeah, I've been back on. This is probably my favorite jump shot since the patch. Shooting is just much easier, but you also can get contested more, but I'm not gonna lie, even on them lightly contested, you can green them pretty consistently. Slasher, so this is what I use on my lock. I will be dropping a 6'4" lock soon, so stay tuned. This one has Brandon Podziemski because I'm just more natural. De'Anthony Melton, I kind of went over this before, but like because it has like this low timing stability, you will have your jump shot change a little bit more with this. When you have low stamina, it will be slower and stuff like that in those situations. But for the most part, this is probably the most consistent, the easier visual cue to read jump shot that I have. The only thing I say about the visual cue is I'm at the brink of damn near using meter because you got to look at your visual cue. They made shooting easier, but at the same time, your jump shots do change still, so it kind of does get annoying. I'm a muscle memory person. Looking at the shot visual cue never really been my thing, but yeah, I don't really, let's just say I don't really like the new patch. Shooting is way easier, but at the same time they made defense significantly worse. We gonna get into that in a whole different video. We gonna say that for that. But yeah, De'Anthony Melton is the next base I'll personally recommend. If you didn't realize what I did on the first one for Luka, I usually go 70-30, blended more towards Oscar. Brandon Podziemski, I usually go 25-75. So that's kind of another reason why I showed it like this. And then when I do the push, I try to have it like right there. At one point, I was trying to get it right here, like right in the middle. But yeah, you want to get it, not that, right there. And then next, Malachi Flynn. This is on release, but that was when I was using it like that. This is more so what I would do. If I was to use Steph Curry, I would do 90-10. So I want that to be known. But Malachi Flynn is another really good base. One over Steph Curry being one of the better releases for guards. And then right here we got Kyrie Irving. I kind of just had this messed up, but yeah, it should be right there. Again, Brandon Podziemski, Kyrie Irving. And then when it comes to the next one, Jerry West is another one that I really do like. I was trying this one on release. I would go push on this one. I do think Jerry West is one of the best bases in the game. If you can get Jerry West, I would definitely try that if you can. Landry Shamet and Malachi Flynn are the two most underrated bases in the game. It's not even really close in my opinion. I don't really see anybody talking about it. And then a base that I do use on my slasher right now, Delano Banton, Luka Doncic, very quick 70-30. Another one that I actually don't have for this video is Josh Christopher. Josh Christopher is one that I do go off and on with. You can see why I kind of probably changed from De'Anthony Melton to this. De'Anthony Melton is more green bean when I'm open, but it does change more. So that's another thing why I use Delano Banton instead. But Josh Christopher is another one that's very good. It's just slower. Delano Banton, it may be the faster of all these jump shots I just showed you guys. So that's what I'll say there. But yeah, that's where I'm leaving it at for the guards, the jump shots, the releases, the blendings, and yeah, let's get to the swings. Actually, before we do that, let me mention Patty Mills. If you're starting for Patty Mills, KPJ, those two are very, very popular starter for jump shots. I got my rep boost, but I haven't even, I'm making this video for y'all boys before I even got a chance to even play. So like the video for that alone. All right, next is going to be my swings. I got one for the main, one for the backup main when the main ain't maining, and then one for all my lower rated builds that need a jump shot, which is pretty much the same base as the main. It's just a lower rating. So the main is Ray Ray. If you've seen these, Brandon Podziemski, Oscar Robinson, very quick. I got it blended to push. I need to put it right there. And then 75-25, or yeah, 75-25, blended more so to Oscar, and I always got max speed. If you want a bigger green window, go a notch down. Fun fact, go a notch down. That goes for guards, that goes for swings, that goes for bigs. It don't really matter. The alt though, Luka Doncic, Oscar Robertson, pretty much the same thing. You want to make sure it's blended. You want that to be right there. Max speed, 75, or not 75, 70-30 for Luka Doncic instead of 75-25 for Brandon Podziemski. Then when it comes to the last one, but not least, this is not supposed to be, oh, I guess it is. But I was going to show you guys a Ray Allen one where it was all the way Oscar. That's another one I do use sometimes. But yeah, we got Matt Ryan, max speeds, 30-70, and you got the Luka Oscar Robertson. So yeah, pretty much Matt Ryan is another really, really good one. And then we got the main one for Matt Ryan that I do use. You got this, gonna put it right there. You have 75-25 with Brandon Podziemski and release speed max. These is what I use on my builds. Simple as that. Lock, like I said, this is the lower rating one. You only need a 73 to use it. If you don't have a 73, what I would just do is, at that point, I would just lower this. Now you got 72. You can keep lowering it, but I ain't gonna lie. The lowest I would personally go is just at the brink of 72. Just at the brink. Just at the brink. You know what I'm saying? That's the lowest I would go. But yeah, let's leave it at where we had it. But yeah, you want to put the blending, or not the blending, but you want to put your shot vision cue right there every single time. Release speed max, animation blending. I've been using push if you haven't noticed. But Leandro Balmero is pretty much the exact same thing as Ray Allen. So let's keep it moving. That's the best jump shot for that. This is the main. Troy Brown Jr. is actually what I use, and I'm gonna be honest, I use it on release. I know it's on 100, but I use it like this. That's how I actually use it if I do use Leandro Balmero, Troy Brown Jr., and Oscar. This is the best way to use this base, by the way. So yeah, it doesn't change as much. The release is easier to kind of green. It's a little bit longer than if you put any of the other ones on release. It's just a slightly bit longer, but it is green bean. I cannot troll you. And then last but not least, we got the Luka Doncic, Oscar Robertson combination. I haven't messed up, obviously, but yeah, you're going to put it right there. 70-30, max speed. If you want it to be even better, you can go notch down and get a bigger green window, but it's not going to change the time stability. It's just going to slow it down. And that's personally what I would, I guess, recommend for the swings. All right, and last but not least for the jump shots is the bigs. I ain't going to lie. I gotta confess, I deleted all my big man builds that I had because they're just too slow for me. Not the jump shots, the builds. I'd rather have something a little bit more versatile where I can guard more people, personally. But I do got jump shots for y'all boys because I did crack the code on the jump shots for the bigs. Now, let's hop into it. So, first jump shot we're gonna actually go over is Davis Bertans. Davis Bertans is a very cheap one that you can actually do. It's blocking a little bit at the bottom, but Davis Bertans, you only need an 83 mid-range or 3-ball to be able to use it. And I would go alongside for the releases Kevin Durant, Michael Porter Jr., and then I would blend it more so to push. Max speed, 75-25. Simple as that. That's how I would rock out with it. Then, after Davis Bertans, let's keep it moving. The next jump shot I would personally recommend is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, you need an 89 or an 89. This is for the higher rating guys, obviously. If you don't get this, keep it moving. It's not that big a deal. Another one for the higher rated ones, just to get this out the way early and often. Not to keep y'all, you know what I'm saying? I know people gonna be like, what's about the lower ones? I got some for y'all too. Stay tuned. But for another higher rated one, MPJ, even higher. This is the best one overall, I would personally say. MPJ, you get the crazy shot attributes. You do need a 90. You do need a 90 for it overall as well. Kevin Durant, MPJ, 75-25. You're going to blend it more so to push again. Max release speed. Simple as that. Let's get into some of these cheaper ones, I guess you could say. Lamar Odom is one I would personally recommend. If you want something a little bit cheaper, only need a 78 3-ball to use this. But one I definitely would recommend is Yves Missi, the fastest one in the entire game. It's pretty much just that simple. It's the fastest one in the game. Nothing difficult to talk about there. It does have an F timing stability, so beware of that, I guess you could say. And then Where is he at? Jonathan. Oh, James Johnson actually has a good one too. James Johnson actually has a really solid one too. So I guess we can recommend James Johnson to y'all boys. You only need for James Johnson. I have no clue where James, bro. It was in ABC order and then it just wasn't. But yeah, James Johnson, you need a 74 3-ball mid-range to even use this combination. So that's what it is. And then Jonathan Isaac, to use this, which is one of the better jump shots in the game, you need an 84 mid-range, 84 3-ball, 77 mid-range, 77 3-ball to even put the base on. So that's what I'll say. Some other good releases you can actually use to go alongside with Kevin Durant or Michael Porter Jr. or G.G. Jackson. Jaren Jackson Jr. is actually another one. That's pretty much what I'll say. I want to give y'all some more bases, but that might be all the bases I can think. Oh, Chris Bosh is okay, but it's a little slow to me. So that's why I didn't personally I guess. Or Bam Adebayo is another one you can use. You only did 75 to use this. But yeah, at that point, you know what I'm saying, we just grasping at straws, and I would probably, yeah, I guess here is the blending I would go. And yeah, those are the bases, those releases I would personally recommend for big. Like I said, I did end up deleting all my big man builds for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to be in the build tester showing you guys the jump shots for now on, because those builds were just too slow for me in terms of moving around. Now the jump shots, I'm gonna be honest, they have some of the best jump shots in the game this year. I won't lie. Y'all got the fastest jump shot. Y'all got some of the best green window jump shots. Y'all get some of the better stuff. Y'all don't get Oscar, which is kind of a L, but for the most part, y'all actually do get some good releases, some good bases. So they did right by y'all this year in terms of jump shots compared to that it was the past couple years since they've made this little 6'10" and up category, I guess, for animations. But for the most part, that's the animations, that's the best jump shots, that's the best animations, that's the best dunks, that's the best layups, that's the best shot creation animations, that's the best dribble animations, that's the best pass style, that's the best motion style. Even probably put the post score animations in here somewhere. So if you guys do want more videos like this, I know I got a lot of hate for how small the badge video was. We will be updating that with more legible things so more people can see. So if y'all do want that, like the video. But yeah, we got a lot in store for y'all boys this season. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, man. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz. I'm out there, man.
I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!